Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
6:08 is now the time on this early Monday evening. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking some gusty winds, temperatures dropping rapidly, and the switch from rain to snow as we go through the next couple of hours. Let's take a live look first, though, at downtown Utica. Right now, we're at the current time, we're sitting at 49 degrees, I should say. Last hour, we were at 62, so we're already starting to see those temperatures drop pretty rapidly. And as far as the current conditions, we've got some showers and a lot of clouds. The winds are up there as well, out of the northwest and west-northwest, I should say, 15 miles an hour, and that's making it feel slightly cooler, more like 43. The dew point is at 46, and that's going to come down. It's a measure of how much moisture is in the air. It's going to come down along with the temperature over the next couple of hours. So we have a southerly wind out ahead of the cold front. We still have temperatures in the 40s, 50s, and in some cases right around, if not just above 60 degrees the further south that you go. But you don't have to go far toward the west to find temperatures already in the 30s and 40s. Watertown sitting at 41, Oswego sitting at 37 at the present time. And as I mentioned, those winds are rather blustery out there right now. Out of the south for most of us at around 10 to 20 miles an hour, but again, back toward the west, they are already coming in out of the west behind that cold front, and that's where we're starting to see some of those stronger wind gusts. We do have some stronger wind gusts down toward the capital region as well, but because some of those will be impacting portions of our area, Madison and Lewis County especially, that's where we do have a wind advisory that continues through tomorrow morning for wind gusts that could reach or exceed 50 miles an hour, especially as we go through the next couple of hours. Let's take a live look at the radar right now. The steadiest rain basically is over sections of Lewis County, Oneida, Madison, Chenango counties. You also do have a pretty strong line that's moving through Hamilton, Fulton, Montgomery counties right now. So if you are heading out for any evening dinner plans, make sure that you have the rain gear and maybe even the snow boots on you, because as you look back toward the west, western New York, already starting to see that change over to snow. Same thing for western Pennsylvania. And mind you, that's where we did have some severe weather today. So now we're seeing the opposite side of that. Thankfully, the severe weather threat did not materialize here, but we are still seeing chances for lake effect snow, especially during the day tomorrow. Lewis County under a lake effect snow warning in the teal, Oneida County under a winter storm watch, and then Herkimer County's under a winter weather advisory, but that only goes through tomorrow morning. But even if you're not included in the advisory, I would still expect some falling snow. So you'll notice that between 7 a.m. and midnight, we'll start to see that transition from rain over to snow, and some of that snow could be heavy at times, as indicated by the yellows on the map. And then lake effect snow continues for those counties that I just mentioned, especially as we head through our Tuesday, and some of that could be moderate to heavy at times, and there will be some gusty wind on top of it as well. And for those of you that don't see the snow tomorrow, you will just see a lot of clouds. Temperatures well below average for this time of year as far as how much snow to expect. Most of the Mohawk Valley points to the southeast, maybe not even seeing 1 to 3 inches. But as you go up toward the northwest, closer toward Lake Ontario, you could see as much as 3 to 6. And that would include portions of northern and western sections of Oneida County into Madison and Chenango counties as well. Even though you're not under a winter weather alert just yet, that might change. As we go through Wednesday, though, we do start to see things calm down. 31 for the high, so still below average for this time of year, but at least it's under a mix of sun and clouds. Tomorrow's also St. Patrick's Day, I should mention, as well, so just be safe if you are celebrating that. And then Thursday through the upcoming weekend, we'll see temperatures into the lower, if not the middle 40s, pretty close to average for this time of year. Although it does come with both rain and snow shower chances. Friday is also the first day of spring. It starts at 10:46 a.m., but by next Monday, it definitely won't look or feel like it, with highs only in the low 30s. Thomas, back to you.
Thank you, Drew.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
10:16 is now the time on this late Monday evening. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking a transition from warm and wet weather to wintry and cold weather for our St. Patrick's Day, and there will be some wind on top of it as well. Let's take a look first back at our Monday. 65 the high, 36 the low. That 65 occurred a few hours ago, and now we're at that low of 36. Our low this morning, by the way, 40 degrees. Our normal for this time of year, 42. And our normal low for this time of year, 25. We'll be much closer to that during the day tomorrow. And that's without the wind. When you factor in the wind, it'll feel like it's in the single digits and teens for most of the day. And that record high, 80 degrees, set back in 1990. The record low, 2, set back in 1911. So that goes to show you that when we transition from winter into spring in the month of March. We typically deal with wild temperature swings, just like we're going to be dealing with tonight and tomorrow. No exception. So far, nearly a third of an inch of precipitation as well. We have almost exactly 12 hours of daylight. Temperature right now, as I mentioned, 36 degrees in downtown Utica with some rain showers out there. But in some portions of our area, I'm tracking that transition over to snow. Winds out of the west and northwest at 10 miles an hour, however, already making it feel like 28. So some 40 degrees colder than it felt earlier this afternoon. You can see where the cold front is based on the difference in wind direction, but also the temperature differential, the contours mainly. With temperatures over most of our area, still in right now in the 30s, but the further southeast that you go, we've got temperatures right around, if not just above 50 degrees, and it's even close to 60 down toward the capital region where the winds are still out of the south. Most of us dealing with the winds out of the west and northwest, though, at around 5 to 15 miles an hour with higher gusts during the overnight hours, especially in Lewis and Madison counties. That's where we have a wind advisory that goes through tomorrow morning for the potential of gusts reaching or exceeding 50 miles an hour. And then we have a winter storm watch in effect for Oneida County tomorrow afternoon through Wednesday morning. Lake effect snow warning that's in effect for Lewis County through Wednesday morning, and then a winter weather advisory now in effect for Herkimer County, northern Herkimer County through early tomorrow morning. But I wouldn't be surprised if that gets extended because they will be dealing with more lake effect snow there. So for most of the Mohawk Valley, it's still falling in the form of rain. Same thing points to the south, but up toward the north, portions of Lewis, northern Herkimer County tracking that transition over to snow with sleet in the purple, freezing rain in the pink around Lowville and Old Forge respectively. And then down toward the southwest, some of the higher elevations just northwest of Norwich, west of Hamilton, seeing some sleet and freezing rain at the present time. That's thanks to that cold front, as I mentioned, making its way off toward the east, a trough associated with it back toward the northwest, and that's what's going to cause the winds to pick up, as well as the chances for lake effect snow. So between now and 1 a.m., we'll be seeing that transition from rain to snow off toward from west to east, and then we'll see a northwesterly wind during the day tomorrow, and that's what will cause the lake effect snow to pick up. So for tomorrow morning, it'll mainly be across the Tug Hill Plateau, portions of Lewis, northern Oneida County into northern Herkimer County, and then slowly but surely as we head through the afternoon into the evening hours, it'll shift its way down toward the south. So this map takes us from now through Wednesday morning. Most of our areas seeing 3 to 6 inches, a little bit less down toward the southeast in that lighter blue. And then in some of those lake effect favored areas that I just mentioned, there could be as much as 6 to 10 plus inches, and even a little bit more than that in Lewis and Oswego counties in that red color, maybe seeing as much as 10 to 12, but that would be the exception and not the rule. Wednesday, we do quiet things down after a few lake effect snow showers in the morning. It'll be a mix of sun and clouds, highs still in the low 30s, then turning more seasonable for Friday and Thursday into the weekend. But it does come with rain and snow shower chances as spring starts on Friday. Thomas, back to you.
Spring starting is a good...
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
11:12 is now the time on this late Monday evening. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed tracking some wintry weather for St. Patrick's Day, and it comes along with some wind and some lake effect snow. Live look right now at downtown Utica. It is still rather wet out there right now. Current temperature sitting at 33 degrees, so we're just warm enough for plain rain out there right now. I expect that to change over the next hour or two, especially. Winds out of the west, though, at 20 miles an hour, gusting higher than that, making it feel like 22. That dew point has also come down significantly from when it was in the 50s, and the high temperature today is 65. So we're half that right now, and that means that the air is getting drier, and it's also getting colder. Temperatures across the region right now are already up into the 20s up north. We've got 28 in Old Forge. We're still sitting, though, in the 40s and right around 50 degrees in both Cooperstown and Oneonta, but don't worry, it won't be too long before you're back into the 30s as well. And even down toward the capital region, we're still seeing temperatures right around, if not just above 60 degrees, and some green there in terms of the temperature contour, and a southerly wind back toward the west, though we've got more blue, and temperatures colder thanks to that westerly wind. As I mentioned, those winds are out of the west for most of our area right now at around 15 to 25 miles an hour, a little bit less as you head down toward the south, but they'll be on the increase there too. And we'll be seeing sustained winds overnight tonight out of the west and occasionally southwest at around 10 to 15, maybe 20 miles an hour, but there will be gusts of 30 to 35 miles an hour, and even more so as we head through the first half of tomorrow. But as we head toward the afternoon into the evening hours, the wind speeds and gusts will come down, but they'll still be out of the west, so that's making it feel like it's even colder, especially tomorrow night when it'll feel like it's right around, if not just below zero. We do have wind advisories that are in effect because of those gusty winds for both Madison and Lewis counties through tomorrow morning, where there could be gusts of 50 miles an hour, if not greater. And then we do have several winter weather advisories, one of them for Madison and Chenango counties through 4 a.m. tomorrow morning, for Herkimer County, the northern half that is, through 8 a.m., and then a winter storm watch from tomorrow afternoon through Wednesday morning for Oneida County, and a lake effect snow warning that's in effect through tomorrow evening for Lewis County. So the bottom line is we've got some snow on the way, just depending on where you are, the exact timing of it is. You'll notice that we've got, again, some rain, if not a little bit of sleet mixed in here in downtown Utica, but you go off toward the west, and we are starting to see some snow over portions of Lewis, Oneida, Madison, and Chenango counties. And you'll notice that across portions of Oswego County, just to the east of Interstate 81, we're seeing some thunder snow out there right now, and there's more of that back toward the Finger Lakes as well. So don't be surprised if you hear thunder, see any lightning late tonight, early tomorrow morning, as we see that transition over toward the cold and wintry weather. And we've got high pressure building in from the Midwest that'll be with us on Wednesday. But this cold front also triggering some severe weather down toward the Delaware Valley and the Delmarva, where we have several severe thunderstorm warnings and watches still in effect. We'll be on the wintry side of that, though, overnight tonight and through the day tomorrow. Temperatures struggling to get into the lower, if not the middle 20s. And keep in mind that the average high for this time of year is right around, if not just above 40 degrees. And the lake effect snow, I should also mention, will mainly be up toward the north tomorrow morning, but it shifts its way down toward the thruway corridor tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours, hence that winter storm watch for Oneida County that kicks in tomorrow afternoon. As far as snowfall accumulation is concerned, this map takes us now through Wednesday morning. Most of us seeing 3 to 6 inches, a little bit less down toward the southeast, a little bit more toward the north and west, where you have that lake effect snow warning. There could be as much as 6 to 10 plus inches in some isolated cases. And then by Wednesday, it looks like we're a little bit drier. Tomorrow's also St. Patrick's Day, I should mention that as well. But Wednesday is drier, and it's looking a little bit brighter before it turns unsettled yet again. Thomas, back to you.
Thank you, Jordan. Still to come on Eyewitness